Today is December the 11th, 2015. This is Jasmine and my wife Miriam. We just stepped in here and slipped the halter on her. And Miriam's going to talk a little bit here about cleaning this little heifer up and why they do certain things. And I'll let her do the talking here.
Okay, we're gonna start kind of at square one, and then you can skip through whatever you already know or whatever. But first off, you can see that I've got her head tied up a little bit. When we work on them, we want them to be able to stand quiet and not like flail around all over the place. So we tie them a little bit short. You don't want them too long that they're gonna step over it or get tangled up. So you tie them a little bit short, but yet tie their heads kind of up a little bit so that you can work on them and have a little control over what they're doing. She loves to be worked on, so it's not like she's gonna throw a big fit on anything. When we work on them, she's got nice long hair. They will shed out come springtime, but you'll be able to grow hair again. You want to keep a fan on her when she's tied up, or as much as you can. Keep them cool. Also, what we do is anytime you want length, like you want their necks to be nice and long and pretty, so we'll kind of go forward and down, and you want them to kind of lay in nice and flat as you can, and over that shoulder, and even down into their front legs. So we're just going to go forward and down a little bit. Then up here, we're going to kind of go up to the top line, kind of at a forward and upward motion, because it's going to give her a little more length aside, and it's also going to make her appear like she's taller, like she's fuller and taller. Okay? So that's why we kind of go up and forward to about here, and then kind of make it go that way. Okay? Down here in their quarter, down here, you're going to want that to look nice and full. You want them to carry that fullness, that length down. So we're actually going to kind of we'll start going forward with it, because we want that hair to break forward. And then eventually we want it to kind of come up. Anytime you come up, gives them, once again, height and fullness. And even on those legs. You want those legs to go forward and up. That'll make her legs look like she's got some nice big bone to her. Okay? So that's kind of the basics of how we comb one and how we're trying to break their hair. Now when she has clean hair, it goes pretty good. She's got a nice body to her hair. It's dirty right now. We haven't had a bath in, 3-4 weeks, Tim? It's been cold and we've been busy, and so they're not very clean haired. But it'll still work. Once I get her kind of combed, going a little bit how I like, then I'm going to take and I can use my blower, and I can blow it that way too, and that does help get all the debris out of her hair and shines her up a little bit. So we're going to use the blower on her real quick. Blow their hair the same way we want to comb their hair. Kind of like that. And you can put things on their hair, like people mousse. We call it foam for cattle, but you can use mousse and just kind of put it in your brush and brush it on, and then use your blower. It gives it a little more body. Gosh, back when I first started showing cattle, we did a lot of things. Used a lot of human product on the cattle, and it works just fine. And it's actually cheaper than if you go to a cattle supplier and buy stuff. Okay, that's about it as far as you'll want to wash their feet. Probably before you go to the 4-H fair, you'll want to get a hold of someone that can maybe trim her feet if she's starting to look a little long, and hopefully they'll help you know what to do and get her trimmed up for you. You don't want her too short, but you sure don't want big old long toes on her. So watch that. Okay.
All right, Tina. We're going to take this heifer over here into another pen where we got a little more room, and Miriam will walk her around and demonstrate her and set her up, and you can take a good look at her. So, a little bit.